I see we have one person here, but we're going to wait a minute before I start doing this. Our projected test flight is coming Wednesday. Supposedly we're going to have some weather that's 58 degrees. Boo, heat wave. But if I don't get it done now, it won't get done until next year. So we'll at least get a test flight on this one and the other one. So I need to get this ready to go for Wednesday. I've already been thinking about my next airplane and how I'm going to change it. It's not going to change dimensionally, it's just going to change construction-wise. Yo and hello. What's up? Okay, we got some 5-minute epoxy here. Let me, let's get on this other camera, I suppose. It's professional, yeah. Well, I don't know about all that. It'll be fine. Okay. This is how I do it. Of course, I've shown this before too. You know, I hate to, if you guys want to see it, I mean, I'll do it, but I keep repeating these things over and over and over again. And gluing these flaps and elevators on will take about an hour because I'm going to do one at a time. Put one on, let it dry. Put the other one on, let it dry. You know, so on and so forth. Maybe the elevators I can do in one setting, but the flaps are going to be one and then the other. So the first thing I want to do is I want to look and make sure that they're equal, which I'm pretty sure they are. I've been, you know, pretty much eyeballing this thing the whole way. Yep, they're good. That's part of bench trimming, you know, make sure you got everything equal. So we'll get a little epoxy. I'll get this off of here. The first thing I want to do is, you know, I've been rubbing on this, so hey Tony. Been rubbing on this, so I want to get paper towel and wipe out any of the compound that might be in this recess here, because that'll make the hinges squeak. And next I'm going to put on some tape on the wing so that it doesn't run down onto the wing, it just runs onto this tape. Now we're going to start building another one. Maybe by the time I get a third one built, we'll have plans. Really like to get them plans before I start building it. That way you guys can build along. Hey. I'm still shaking them brushes. Okay, I put a glue or a piece of tape so that in case any glue, any epoxy drips down onto the thing, I don't have to pick it off. I usually don't have any problems, but with this airplane, I don't want to take any chances. because it came out pretty good. Finish on it is excellent. Of course, it's got extra quart of clear on it too. Okay, so let's do this. Good evening, Ronald. Hopefully I got enough epoxy to do this job tonight. I think I do. Okay, we're gonna get this. We're gonna get this. I need this ball driver here, the big one. The little one is no good. Alrighty, there's that. Mix her up. Probably mixed too much, but whatever. Now I take a ball driver and stick it down in the hinge holes. It's about the easiest hinging system to put on and utilize it that I've ever used. Don't get too excited because you got 5 minutes to work for this. Of course, it went on the side that I don't have the tape on. I'll have to wipe that off. There we go. Let's get the paper towel here. Okay, hold on my fingers here. Get this. You better be committed when you do this because you got one chance. And that's it. Now, I've got to hold this up like that. I'll get some tape to hold it up there, I suppose. Finish so slick the tape don't want to stick. Okay, run my finger here. I don't feel nothing. Okay, let's get this off of here so we can do it again. Now I'm just going to sit and wait for this to dry, so I'm doing them one at a time to make sure that we don't have any problems. I don't want any issues. So we got a 0 hinge gap. You won't get a tighter hinge gap than that. Because the hinge gap is inside. Nope, haven't checked. I don't know whether it does or not. It makes me feel better. So there's the hinge gap there. I mean, 0. It's inside that concave, you know. And we'll let that dry. But she's all rubbed out. We'll let her dry a month or so and then hit it with 5,000 and buff it again. But it'll, you know, so it looks a little better. So we sit here and BS for 5 minutes or 10 minutes or whatever while this epoxy dries. It's starting to set up now. You know, I could do one, tape it, and go around, but it wouldn't be perfect. I want it perfect. I don't want to have to deal with this shit more than one time. And I was debating whether to do this video or not because of the sitting and waiting on it. Can anybody tell me when I started this airplane? I don't remember. I think I built one. I don't remember when I started the orange one either. I know it was 38 days to build. I know this one took a little longer. I'm trying to figure out how much longer this one took. Now the next one that I build is going to be extremely different. It won't be different numerically. It'll be the same, but I'm going to build it different. I've got some mold bucks. I'm going to mold over a leading edge, make it a small D. We'll have about an inch wide D in the front for the leading edge. Then we'll have an 1/8 inch trailing edge standing up on edge, and I'll put the ribs into that. Then I'll put cap strips on every rib with a 1 inch or 3/4 inch trailing edge cap on it. Just something that I want to try. I want to see how much nicer the wing would be built like that. Will it be heavier? Probably so. Probably be an ounce heavier because there's some extra wood, you know, all them cap strips and all the glue and all that other crap. But we're going to cut down on these are 1/8 inch wide ribs. I'm going to put 1/16 with 3/16 wide caps on them. And I might do every other rib, take a rib out, you know. I want to experiment to see. 9:30 start date. 9. So it took 60 days to do this. 9:30, yeah, 60 days. So we got about 600 hours in it. Not yet. Almost. Come on. Gluing on the flaps. Boy, how important that is. I'll tell you a story. I built 3 Thunderbolts. And I really liked how Thunderbolt number 2 flew. So I had number 2 and number 3 out at Booter. And I used canopy glue to glue the hinges in because I was told it would work just fine. Never use canopy glue to glue hinges in. always use epoxy. On the hourglass, on the top corner, on the first top corner, the flap flew off. That baby rolled in on me and crashed 5 foot in front of me at my feet. I mean, there was kind of no running. And Ted Winterman says, "What are you going to do?" I said, "Well, we're going to sweep up this mess and take the lines off, put the lines on the other airplane and keep flying." So this year I got 2 of these for the Nats. So right now 2, maybe a third. So we could take the best flying 2 out of the 3. This one behind me has had a trim change that I haven't experimented with, and this one hasn't been in the air. So we'll see. You know, by come next August when the Nats are, I'll have all these airplanes pretty much trimmed out and ready to go. Now I do have my Aegis that hasn't made it to the Nats yet. It has very few flights on it, but it has the characteristic I don't like, and that's all that weight in the nose. It has a PA in the nose with a rear exhaust and extra fuel and all that, and it really feels lunky on the turn. Where these are nose heavy, but they really snap like that. Almost. We're almost there. Still sticky. 5-minute epoxy don't last 5 minutes. And if we got any problems, we'll have to unstick it, pick it out, get it ready to go. When you're putting your flaps on, make sure they're parallel with the trailing edge. You don't want anyone sticking up or down. That's what I did here with this. I pulled it up because the hole was big. It's really important to keep those flaps parallel, because even if it's hanging down a little bit, that can cause a trim issue. And that's why these recessed trailing edges, the pocket hinge, works so well, because it's captured like a ball joint for your shoulder, shoulder joint. The ball's inside the knuckle. And it's not hard to do. It's really simple to do once you figure it out. And it's still sticky. That sounds right. 9:30. Yeah. Stick it going on here. Shit. Get after it. Come on. That's good. Well, it feels pretty good. Okay, let's do the other side. Let's do the other side. Now this one, you want to make sure that you got them level. They're equal, you know. So you got 3 roads to hoe. You got to make sure that it's pushed in, level with the trailing edge, and equal equal on both sides. Said the wise man. What the hell are we gonna do there? We got a problem. So to fix that issue, we're gonna get a little CA on my finger. Fix that. Yeah. What I'm doing here is cutting all the compound out of it. Compound got in it. Guess I can get a Q-tip. There's another one of them spots there. Don't know why that would happen, but we'll fix it. The video does not do this airplane justice. Trust me. It does not look the same in person as it does on the video. Looks better. It's only been a week of rubbing. Okay, I need to get this off my finger so I can have some dexterity. Get this off the bench so it doesn't accidentally poke a hole in my wing. Okay, we're ready. Glue. Oh, we want to tape them up. We're going to tape both sides at the root. We're going to see if we can make the orange one shine like this too. But I'm going to start building something here shortly. We'll start laying up my new wings and getting some ribs cut and getting the spar made, get all the kit made. And it'll take a week to put it together after I get a kit made. So we want this to have tape on both sides. Just the way it is. Maybe Wednesday I'll do a video from the field. I don't know. It depends. You know, it really all depends. I'm not a very good cold weather person. If it's real cold, I don't feel like moving and videoing and all that other business. We'll see. So it goes on this side. Okay, we're ready. I think. Duh, wrong side. Dumbass. Duh. Yeah, I know, Yogi. You're my biggest fan. Okay, let's mix up some epoxy. I could have used a little more sand in there. We'll worry about it later. Get it now. Close enough. Next finish will be better. Take more time. Okay, there's that. This. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Shit. Looks like that fell down. Damn. No, it didn't. Okay. Optical illusion. Yeah, it's in there, I suppose. Oh yeah, it's in there. It just looked like it wasn't. It'll be fine. If not, oh well. I have to figure it out. Okay. I guess we can go back to that other camera view. You can see what I'm doing. Thanks, Annie. Okay, we're looking at that. If we want to look up. I gotta get going. I can't be monkeying with the camera because this epoxy is gonna be drying here in a second. Remember, I put them little blocks in there for this for the tang of the lollipop to sit on. So you got to force that glue down into that tang. And of course, we got to get the horn glued on. Now, if you're making removable flaps, you don't want to glue this on. You just want to glue the hinges in. But I don't do that, so. It's starting to set now. It's starting to get stringy. Got to get the hump on, or else I'll be screwing around with dry glue. Probably be best to use 15-minute epoxy for you guys. But I've done it a few times, so. Come on, get in there. There we go. There it is. Bummed about the side. Not a perfect joint. What the hell happened there? Moving a damn thing. That up in there. Damn it. There's a glue on my thumb. Now I got to sit here and hold this. I don't know for how long, but we'll see. Yeah. Let's see, is that camera zoomed? Nope. Get the epoxy off. This one should be okay, no problem. That one there keeps drooping down. What the hell's going on here? Oh, man. The human clamp. Don't move it and see what happens. Yeah, fighting over who's the biggest fan. Oh, I'm not very famous. I'm more infamous than famous. Well, that's going to be it right there. Now I'm not going to disturb it at all until this dries. it's pretty dry already. That side is. This side here took a little longer. I don't know why. I don't know why it did, but I know I can use gravity. Turn this puppy upside down. Turn her upside down. Use gravity. Yep, that's it right there. Okay, now let's go look at that other thing over there. Well, thank you, Ronald. Now, them guys that show them videos, it's all done in an hour. You know you ain't going to do this in an hour. I probably got about 600 hours in this one. That's going to be it. Yeah. Yeah, I like it. It's the zen. It's really relaxing. Uh, keeps your mind occupied from all the crap that's going on. Not like a computer game where you got nothing to show for it when you're done. You got something tangible holding your hand. Got a lot of compound still on this thing in spots. Like I say, it'll get rubbed one more time after I sand it with 5,000. So it'll shine even more. Plus it gets waxed. What the hell's this? Came off good. I don't know what that was. Okay, we'll give it a few minutes here. Yeah, there's a few good guys. Now, I don't know. I haven't been pushing the memberships that much. If you're not a paid subscriber, please consider hitting the join button. It's when you hit subscribe, it's right next to the subscribe. It's $4.95 a month or $9.95 a month, or if you're feeling generous, $24.95 a month. But that helps it helps me with buying the materials to do these and bring these projects to you. It's a very expensive endeavor to make these videos. Very. I hear epoxy out there. I hear an epoxy out there. So we need to pick it. Pick it. Pick it. Flick it. There are always those that stand out, as you know, but it's mostly are pretty willing to help. Yeah, yeah. Steve was over today. We worked on his, or he worked on his airplane. I didn't want to do this process while he was here because I wanted to really pay attention to what was going on. Here, some squeaking. You can't even see what I'm doing. I'm picking now. I'm picking the epoxy out of the hinge line. Wrong camera. Wrong camera. These damn cameras. I need somebody to help me operate these stupid cameras. There we are. That's the paint. You hear that? So how are we going to get rid of that? No problem. All right. If I'm still here, we're going to take some 1000 grit right here, and we're going to wrap it around the hinge or the flap. Slide it in there, hopefully. That's how tight my hinge line is. One piece of paper thickness. there. Right there. There we go. So now we'll oil them up. Cut this down just a little bit. Yep, seems pretty good. Now this shit here is quite messy, but it'll only be messy once. This is Bike Aid Dry Slide for motorcycle clutch cables and throttle cables. You just need a drop in the hinges, and like I say, it's messy. When it's black, it's nasty, but you can just wipe it off. But it will make things. And what's nice about it, it doesn't collect any dirt because it's not a liquid. It's moly. It's moly. Thank you, Gary. Hey, be sure to send that picture back to me, what you're going to use on the calendar. I'd like to see what you got. I know he asked for a picture of this airplane. I guess it's going on the calendar. Gary's quite the stunt aficionado. Said he flew with Steve Woolley. Of course, we got other guys in the mix. Jimmy Varnholz flew with Billy and Steve and all them guys. I have to get a Q-tip to wipe them out. Man, it's no big deal. All right, we're on to the elevators now. It's gonna take more than an hour. Shit, we got an hour just in flaps. That feels nice though. It feels good. And they're stuck on there. That's a good thing. mess. That. What is that? Looks like epoxy. Epoxy. Let's get it off. There we go. Take your time, because this is a really important part of a stunt ship, making sure the controls are free and aligned and straight, or straight and aligned. Mostly free. They got to be free. Absolutely 100% loose. I hear a little popping going on. Let's see if we get that rubbing out there. Okay, so let's get 1000 grit out there and see if we can't get rid of that noise. There's 1000. So it's in this configuration right here. Right here. Let's turn it this way. Shoot, yeah, it's bent over. Give it the business. He keeps falling back over there and locking up. Give her the business. Yeah, I got it. I see what it is. I got that booger on there. Boogie. Yeah, let's give it a whirl, see if it still snaps. A little, but it's better. Never going to give it that much control, but you see how much the elevators move here? It's never going to see that much. See how much it goes? You're never going to see that much. It may move that much to there. Thing driving me nuts. That noise. Back and forth, back and forth. Let's see where we are here. Let's go on this camera here. Yeah, you don't have no. Yeah, it's right here. Never gonna see that much movement, but I hate that noise. Here. Oh well, let's get to working on the elevators. Just won't get the squeak out of it. Yeah, I'll work on it after the program's over. Okay, so I want to get this off the bench so I don't poke a hole in the wing, or at least get it out of the way. We don't need this right now. I guess I could put a little molly in it, and that would cause it not to squeak. This is alcohol. Let's put a little alcohol in it, see what it does. There we go. There it is. Okay. Yeah, got to be as much as I can get for them. I think we're going to do check only. I don't think I'm going to monkey with PayPal too much. I don't know. We'll see what happens. All right, so now we're going to do the elevators. That one's going to have to be held up, so both going to have to be held up. I'll have to tape one. So I don't think I can do them both at the same time. But I can do it at the same time and tape it up. It came up perfect. I really took time to get them right. Make sure they're in there. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I got my ball. I forgot to wipe the ball driver off. Shit. I gotta cut all this epoxy off of it. Yeah, we waited 30 years for these plans. I guess another week won't hurt. Okay. When done, do you put wax? Yeah, I'll do wax after I sand it with 5,000 and buff it one more time. Should get waxed up with carnauba. Or maybe I'll even do a ceramic coat on this one. I don't know. Whatever, you know. I'm pretty flexible. I just do what comes to mind. Yeah, I think $40. A lot of work's went into this airplane. We're going to try to do both of them at the same time. I'm going to try. Okay, we got that up there. $411. Boy, that's pretty short. Okay, where's my ball dryer? It is right there. We got to put the hump on to get this done. Two flaps, two elevators. This. This. We'll just do it. Excuse me if I don't talk too much while I do this. I gotta go do the whole thing. Okay. Okay, let's get her done. So first is this hole. First hole here. Wipe this off. Come on now. Yeah. This one. Starting to set up. Feel it. I can feel it. Well, it's squeaking already. All right, we're gonna tape this with the other one here. Goes right there. This one goes right here. Yeah, I know about shrinking. I've shrunk a bunch. There we go. They're even now. Gained weight, gained weight, and got shorter. That's gravity. Gravity gets you. I know where Union is. All right, now we can get a bottle of water while we're waiting for this to dry. Shit, got epoxy on it right there. How the hell did I do that? No problem. I'll wipe it off. Got it. What are you doing here? Good thing I spotted that. Yeah, I was a volunteer fireman in Salton Sea. We never lost a slab. They would burn right to the ground. But we didn't lose any people either. Okay. Oh, straight. Straight is good. I was 5'6" at one time, and now I think I'm 5'4". Shrunk 2 inches. The way it goes. That's the way it goes. So this is going to be an hour and a half video because I think we can get her all wrapped up in 15 minutes. Epoxy's almost dry. Yep. I have yet to have a failure on these hinges. I mean, that's a pretty good hinging system. There's carbon fiber inside for the hinge pin, then there's steel, then there's these plywood hinges with a brass eyelet, and it's wood to wood epoxied in there. It ain't going nowhere. And that carbon tube is beveled, buried in the leading edge of that uh, elevator or flap. So then you got the covering wrapped around the front of that. So, you know, stuffed with wood and CA, and then the covering around it. It ain't never coming out of there. No, no, I don't remember them. My job in the Navy was painter. I painted airplanes, painter of gray. Everybody else painted ships. I painted airplanes. Corrosion control. What a shit job. Well, I think we're about ready. And epoxy's pretty much, of course, I kind of hate to take it off and have gravity drop it. Gravity's a strange bird, but I can always tweak them, I guess. If they stayed level. We shall see. Level now. Yeah, they're in there, so should be okay. Set it on the bench and work the controls. Well, we'll put some oil on it first. Yeah, it's hard to believe this design is 30 years old, but it is. 30 years old. Sounds good. I mean, it sounds better. 6:30 Pacific, I think. 6:45 Pacific, which is 8 something Central, 7 something Mountain, 9 something Pacific or Eastern time. And there's some guys that Paul Walker was on there the other night. And I mean, there's some big names that get on there. Keith Drossel. I don't know why Brett Buck's never come on, but well, yeah, I do. I know why he hasn't come on. All right, we are good to go. I've got it balanced. The right amount of tip weight in it, which on this airplane I start at a ½ ounce and take out from there actually because of the longer wing. Lead outs are about an inch behind the center of gravity. Could go forward just a little bit, but we'll see when we fly it. That noise. We're gonna get that noise out of it. Right here. And this one right here. We need 1,000, not 1,500. 1,500, 1,500. I don't have no more 1,000. There's a piece. The noise you're hearing is paint rubbing on paint. That's how tight the hinge line is. Not a big deal. Just sand it away. $1,000 don't do it. Use 1,500 or use 320, 400 or whatever. Whatever it takes to get that noise out of it. Drive your fruit. Yes, let me end here now. There we go. I mean, it'll eventually go away, but yeah, if we get some 400 on there, I guess. Make it faster. It's right there. It's right there. There it is. A little bit on the other side. All right, we're good to go. I mean, we go flying now. So it took 60 days. Well, actually, 57 days to get this complete. I have built them as fast as 11 days, but that was in my younger years when I could stay awake. Looks pretty good. Pretty happy with it. Let's see how it looks on screen. You got a big screen TV, I guess you could open it up. And it does look pretty good on there, but it looks way better in person. Way better. Yep, I'm happy with it. All right, guys, that's gonna do it. We got this part done. I can relax now. Charles will come on tomorrow when we come back. We'll probably lay out another beam, start building another one. I got to find a place to put this one though. Probably hanging on that wall over there. I'm kind of out of room here. I need to get rid of some airplanes so that I can refill my stable with this stuff. All right, everybody. I will leave a comment if you're watching this on a replay. Leave a comment or share me on Facebook or Twitter or somewhere, because the shares help. All the likes help. Even the dislikes help. Whatever. If you don't like the video, whatever. Just do whatever. It all helps. It's called engagement. Trying to get the numbers up. If you're not a subscriber here, please subscribe and hit the bell for notifications. And every time that I upload a video, you'll be notified and you can come on and watch it live. Now, I do a video about once a day, and on the weekends or Mondays and Fridays, there's more than one video a day. So it's programming that you can watch besides crappy TV. You know, the same stuff on TV over and over again. But it is boring stuff. There's a lot of sanding, you know, repetitive over and over again. When I build airplanes, it's all been done. It's all on my channel. How to silk span, how to do hinges, how to mount a belt crank, how to cut ribs, how to design. I even did a design video on the Nobler. There's a couple thousand videos on my channel that you can watch. So you could start watching now and to the end of next year, and I won't even have to make a video. But I do upload new content just about every day. So like, subscribe, and share, and we'll see you later. I'll probably be on the Hangout tonight with the guys, and I really appreciate the support. So fair winds, tight lines. See ya.